Okay, today we're going to be talking about a 66-year-old male who came in for a laparoscopic umbilical hernia repair. Patient considerations: he has OSA and he uses the CPAP at home. His BMI is 33. He has GERD, renal insufficiency, GFR was 66, and he was seen in the anesthesia clinic prior to surgery, and it was determined he had a difficult airway with a Mallampati score of 4. The anesthesiologist recommended having a glide scope available for the intubation. During the airway exam, some questions to ask yourself: will this patient have a difficult bag mask ventilation potentially? Using the mnemonic moans, Maskell, he did not have any facial hair. He was clean shaven, so that shouldn't have been an issue. He does have an increased BMI, but it was mostly in his lower body, so that shouldn't be a concern. His age is over 55. He'd had all of his own teeth, and he does have sleep apnea, so there is some potential for possibly a difficult bag mask ventilation. As far as difficult LMA insertion using the mnemonic rods, he had good mouth opening, shouldn't have any reason to have an obstruction. There was no disrupted or distorted airway, and he didn't have stiff lungs or cervical spine injuries. Based off of the airway exam, the plan was to use the glide scope to intubate this patient. We have fiber optic glide scope attachment, so there was a fiber optic in the room with us in case we did need it. And plan C would be having Sugamidex on hand in the room. For induction, the patient received 1 of Haldol, 150 of fentanyl, 100 of lidocaine, 230 of propofol, and 35 of rock. This is a short procedure, so that's why there was such a small dose of rock for this patient. He was an easy bag mask ventilation with an oral airway inserted, so that was a relief right away that wasn't going to be an issue for this patient. So that gave us lots of time to prepare and to secure an endotracheal tube. The glide scope was inserted. The patient was anterior even with the glide scope. The endotracheal tube did need to be manipulated a little bit to get it up into the cords, but that was achieved in a timely manner. The patient did not desat, and I was able to secure the airway, confirmed with video, as well as end tidal CO2.